Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching our earwax removal compilation video today. I've got some really good wax removals in this one. Stay tuned for the last one, it's a really good one. So what you can see here is we've got this layer of skin that's just formed on the outer part of the ear canal. We're just drawing this down the canal. Look how that's peeling away from the canal wall. You have this long strip attached to the back end of it there. And that was actually anchoring at a much larger, darker piece of wax further in, sitting just in front of the eardrum. So we're just tidying up a little bit of loose skin around the outside edge here before we start working on this much darker, harder section, just that little bit further in. And we're just looking for anywhere we can get a good grip on this. There we are. You've just got that grip we needed. So as we draw this out, look how long this dark piece is. It's a fair size. As you pull it out, really kind of a dark, hard end on that piece of wax. Now what you will see here is there is a hair in this ear canal. I know you guys really don't like me leaving hairs behind, but this hair was actually stuck to the top of the eardrum across the attic of the canal and down the other side. To remove that would have been extremely painful for the patient, whereas next time we have a bath or a shower, that hair will be able to wash out because there's nothing in front of it. So better to leave that patient with that little bit of hair they can wash out themselves rather than cause any discomfort to our patient by trying to remove it. So this is the second patient in the compilation. You can see here we've got this piece of wax at the base there, and then we've got this sort of bit of skin just above it. So we've got the standard size ulnar tube in here again, and we're just starting to pull away from the central section here, just trying to lift up this bottom part of this wax here. Just to let you know, if you haven't come across one of our videos before, guys, we post new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time on Instagram, Facebook and YouTube. So if you're not subscribed already, then please consider subscribing. So it's coming away really nicely. And we're just lifting. You can see that little bit of skin that's been holding this in. See how the whole plug is just now starting to rock back and forth just ever so slightly. There we are. It's starting to wiggle down the canal. There we go. Almost there. So we've got it to the outer section of the ear canal now. What you can see here is this plug is a bit too big to fit down the canal itself. So we've got it wedged here in the outer part of the ear canal. There we go. A little bit more wiggling up and down. Just sort of rocks it out of the canal there. Here we go. Nice big plug. You can see how long that is. Look at the length on that plug. A little bit of dry skin at the back end there, which is obviously what was been anchoring into place. It's actually broken a piece off much closer to the eardrum, so we're going to go in and very gently start teasing this away now. So you can see that it's pushed right down in there. So this wax was covering probably, I'd say, about 3/4 of the canal altogether. And this very deep section, we talk a lot about the valley just in front of the eardrum, pressed into that valley all around the outside edge there. So we've got a grip on that central section, pulled that away. And you can see it's taken that bottom part of the wax away. So we're just going to work on the top section now. A few little stray loose hairs in there as well. Very gently sneaking up to this wax so we don't put too much pressure on it. And just pulling this down here. Oh, just to let you know as well, guys, we're doing a live Q&A session on Friday night at we're on from about 10 to 9, but we'll actually go live at 9 o'clock. So if you have any burning questions you want to ask me or Mrs. B, write them down. Come along on Friday on Facebook and YouTube, and we'll be doing a live Q&A with you guys there. So you can see now we're just pulling this section away. That last little bit that was quite deep in the canal. Let's take a look behind that now. And there's the eardrum looking nice and healthy, really smooth, pearlescent, missing a little bit of light reflex there. But look at the length of that. That's just under, what, 7/8 of an inch, so just under an inch long, just under 2.5 centimeters as well. So a fair piece of wax had broken away there. Really dark in color as well, so it had dried up a little bit. Okay, so this is the one I've been waiting for. This is my favorite one. So what you can see here is we've got a very soft wax here at the entrance of the canal. Lovely lady came through. She was absolute diamond. So we're just using the standard size ulnar tube here just to loosen this little bit of soft wax at the entrance. There we are, just lifting. You can see how that piece moves, okay? See that the whole thing shifted position when we took away from the left canal wall? And look how it starts to tease apart. Now what you've got here is a skin ribbon. Okay, so we're just going to get a grip on this and start pulling, and watch what happens as we start to unravel this. We're going to pull down the canal. A skin ribbon is basically where skin detaches from the canal wall and then wraps around itself in the ear canal, so they can be quite long. So we've just taken the front end of this away now. That was mostly wax, but if you look behind, you'll just see the leading edge of the ribbon that's behind it there. So we're just going to pull here, and you can see it all getting sucked into the Zollner tube. There we are. And as this comes away, oh, we almost got the whole thing out in one go. You could see that ribbon just coming forwards. So this now, as we get a grip on this outside edge, we need to get a good solid grip. I've slowed this down so you can see this coming away. So here comes the ribbon, and it's still coming, and it's still coming, and it's still going. It was an absolute, it was so long. We hold it up there, you can just see how long this was. Unfortunately, with the suction tube on the top, you just saw it flick then. Basically, some of it got sucked into the suction tube. I was really hoping it would stay in a complete length for you guys. But you can see then, we've just got to tidy it around the outside edge. So that skin ribbon will slowly pull down the canal. You can see the remnants of it there, look to the right-hand side, that last little bit where it was attached to the canal wall. So yeah, a really interesting case. The lady was so shocked to have that taken out of her ear. Yeah, really, really interesting one. There we go. We've actually had a few audiologists contact us recently. I didn't realize that other audiologists look at our videos as well. We've had a few people from all over the world actually contact us, say they use our videos for training in some cases. Just out of curiosity, if you are an audiologist and you watch my videos, can you pop it into the comment section below, because I'd be really interested. But you can see here, we've just got that last little bit coming away from the valley, a little bit of loose wax here at the entrance. We'll take that away next. There we go. Just lifting it from the canal wall. Now what we have, there's a tiny, tiny bit just down in front of the valley there, so just over that little sort of prominent ridge there, just in front of the eardrum. So we're going to use this, the fine end on here just to sneak over the top and just try and lift some of this out. You can just see it's difficult place to get to. You know, you can just about make out that layer to the right-hand side there. Now what we can do with this, with the fine end sometimes, is just make a little bend. So imagine your fine end is poker straight. We'll just bend the end just ever so slightly like this, so we can creep over the top of that little ridge. So if you've got this kind of end there, you can just sneak over the top just to get the leading edge, and that will suck that away. Here we are. So all gone on that side. Now this is the same patient now. I can't say the second ear. This is the patient's other ear. I keep saying second ear. So what you've got here is a much drier piece of wax here at the entrance. You can see how the wax and skin has dried into this kind of sticky, solid ball. So we're using the standard size Zollner tube on here just to try and sort of tease this out. But as we're moving this, you can see by the movement, I'm pretty sure you've watched enough videos now, you can see the difference in that movement. If it was free moving, then you get a lot more movement back and forth, but you can see it was really held in. So this little bit of dry skin here around the outside edge, really anchoring this in place. There we are, just trying to get a good enough grip here with the Zollner tube to draw this down the canal. You can see I'm working on the top of the wax, trying to push it down to get it below the ridge. So if you, it's the best way of looking at it this way. So if you imagine you try to kind of sneak it under that ridge at the entrance to the canal. There we are. All looking nice and healthy coming out there, which is good. A couple of loose bits to tidy up. I appreciate, guys, I've got this weird head thing going on at the moment because of the lighting. I'm working on the lighting. It's something I've ordered some bits and pieces to try, so we're going to try that real soon. So hopefully that will disappear. We're just going to tidy up around the entrance to the canal here. So you can see we've got this really kind of dry, flaky type wax around the entrance to the canal there. So we're just loosening that off. There's a little bit of dry skin here, so I just want to, if I lift this, if it's going to come away easily, we'll take this away. There you go. Sometimes when you get those kind of little lifts, you could see there, it's still quite firmly attached to the canal wall. Now, if you remember from previous videos, I've told you that the canal wall is really paper thin. If you pull on it too much, it'll cause bleeding. Look at that skin ribbon, 3 centimeters. That's a whole inch of skin ribbon there. And then the wax next door to it between 3 and 4 centimeters. And you've got the pieces we took out the other side there. I told you it was worth waiting for, didn't I? I told you it was worth hanging around for. But you can see it was, yeah, just really, really long. Patient was super shocked to get that out of the rear canal. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop us a like. If you're not, oh my goodness, following us on Instagram, follow us there, and on Facebook as well. And if you hit the bell on YouTube, you'll get notifications every time we post a new video. Come along on Friday, say hi. We love having everyone coming along for a chat. We usually have a bit of a giggle as well at the same time. So if you're free on Friday, 9 p.m. UK time, pop along, say hi, drop any questions to us then. Me and Mrs. B will be at home doing that one. So as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I shall see you again on Friday for the live.